Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. It is September 3rd, Tuesday, and got a few things to say before I really start things off, but hopefully everybody's doing well. This is a very near and dear series to my heart here of Mystia's Izakaya. This is something I played back when I first debuted my 2.0 model, because I'm on my 3.0 now basically, and I only got to do like maybe 3 or 4 streams before I did kind of drop things, because I felt like me not getting much viewership then was a sign of people not enjoying it. But then, as I continued VTubing and I grow older and realize that's a stupid way of thinking, I'm streaming for my own enjoyment, more than anything. So why am I letting bad viewership metrics dictate that? That, and also I had no idea how to follow SEO or try to get people following on my YouTube. But that's my own personal problem. I personally think that what I should be doing instead is going back and actually restarting Alter because even though I got up to, you can see, level 37, and this was back when it was only DLC 2.5, we have up to DLC, I think, 5 now. Yeah, I played it last time a year and a half ago, almost. But I want to give this a fresh start to actually give Mystia's Izakaya the love it deserves. And this could easily be a huge long-running series, but it's been, like I said, a whole year and a little bit more since I've played. So I want to actually go give actual love to this wonderful Touhou fan series, and also what could be potential cosplay stuff for me in the future. So, let's hit a new game. If you don't know much about Touhou itself, you don't need to worry too much, because you will just get to learn alongside all of us. And for now, we have our Sunstress, our Sunbird of the Night, Mr. Lorelei, as our main character. And I will also immediately apologize if I'm not clear. I had some dental work today, so half of my mouth is numb. So for the rest of this recording session, if you can't understand me well, I apologize. I should slow myself down a little bit more as I talk, just so that way everybody can have a little bit more brevity when it comes to how my pronunciation is. I had a good night's sleep. It's time to start preparing for tonight's work. She's not here yet. And Kyoko, Mystia's best friend. What's wrong? Here, have some water and take a break. Oh, it's nothing. I was short of breath because I ran all the way here. Sorry for being late again. It was pretty windy today. The head priestess wouldn't let me go until I swept away all the fallen leaves. Wow, that must have been hard. Why don't you just take it easy today? I'll take care of the prep work myself. No, it's fine. Please let me help you. Is it really fine? Don't overwork yourself. It's really fine. And tonight is the night of the showdown. How can I desert you at a moment like this? Thanks, Kyoko. Okay then, let's start preparing ingredients for tonight's Izakaya. Girls are now preparing. Welcome, our very, very gluttonous, lovely ghost. Kappa, if you're around, you're gonna get a kick out of this. I know I've talked to you about some Touhou fan games, but I don't know if I actually have to talk to you much about Mystia's Izakaya. I remember seeing, I don't remember, Wonderful, or it was another Touhou cosplayer, that I saw that was already preparing to do Kyoko and Misty potentially on cosplay threads, and it looked stunning, and it's getting me inspired to whenever I get to do my next Touhou cosplay, but that's in the works right now. That's in the works for Flan. I'm starving. Here it comes. Is she the one? Hungry. Misty? She looks kind of weird. Everyone is counting on me. If I mess up now... Misty. I'm so hungry. Doesn't matter how scary she seems, right now she's just a starving guest. As long as she's my guest, I have one job. I need to slow down because I can't feel half of my tongue. I had a root canal for everybody's reference, so I can't feel half of my mouth. The purpose of a trut is to serve and satisfy the stomach of hungry guests. You're right. I'm not backing down either. Dear guest, here's the menu. We are ready and open. You can order anything you like. Miso soup. Gotcha. I'm on it. So here we have the UI of the game. Use WASD to walk near the correct kitchenware. For miso soup, it should be the pot. Press the interact button with the kitchenware is highlighted to open up the kitchen panel. So by pressing J, this is a very friendly non-mouse game that can be used entirely with just the keyboard by itself. Recipes from the daily menu will appear in the recipe section of the corresponding kitchenware. Press the select button to automatically place the ingredients needed for the highlighted recipe. So, right now, it's telling us that we're gonna have to, the cycle of the games, we're gonna have to collect ingredients in the morning, and then open up the Izakaya at night. So for now, it's teaching us exactly how that span is gonna go. It's gonna take seaweed, as you can see right here, and then we get to cook it. For now, because it's just our one thing, and this is a tutorial, we just have to wait for it to cook. Then, we get to take it, and put it down into our little hotbar. You can see at the bottom center of the screen. So we have miso soup in one of our 2 inventory slots. Afterwards, we need to get the beverage. So same thing as the food, we just get it out from our drink rack. We don't have to wait for it to cook, and every customer will want a drink and a meal, an entree. So you can see here, we need to get a miso soup and a green tea. Dear guest, I hope you enjoy the meal. Grilled lamprey. This is truly terrifying. She dropped it down the instant I brought it to her. Lampreys are my signature dish. I'll get it done in no time. Guest orders will show up here. Give them what they ordered and you will get a positive rating. Otherwise, you may anger the guests. So now, we need to go to the grill and grill a lamprey of Mystia's signature dish. So exactly so, you can see that we have a cooking bar underneath to signify how long it's going to take for it to cook. And then, once again, green teas are only, I don't think we need, but only drink that we have, so we will serve it out. Energy kebab. I stared at her the whole time, and I only managed to get a glimpse of a brief after image of her eating the food. Is this the power that transcends all common sense? It seems like you're really starving. May I take your order again? So now we need this grilled lamprey. We don't need this energy skewer, which takes all of these ingredients here. We'll cook that, get her some more green tea, and you're seeing immediately, this is one customer, potentially 8 tables that we'd have to take care of. So this is going to be a very, very fun Dino Dash-esque service model when we get to the meat and bones of it. Daimyo's Feast. As expected, she instantly finished it again. Okay, coming up. Sashimi platter. Beef Wellington. Dear guest, I can't keep up with your orders so much at the same time. You know, Shicha Sho. Dear guest? What are you doing? Misty, get out of there! And we can see the Izakaya is being destroyed by a ravenous customer. Must eat it. Eat it. Oh! What in the world is happening? Misty, stay with me. Stay with me! What? Is she fat? No. Take a closer look. There's somebody else here. So it didn't work this time either. Hello, Kene. Misty, I think we've met this guest somewhere before. You are... I messed up. I've come so far, yet everything I've done. And so killing everybody. Sorry. You failed again. This mission seemed too difficult for you. I'm terribly sorry, but you're the only one who could. I just want to ask you one question. Do you want to give up? But I have nothing left. Misty. Well, anything we say and do right now would have been meaningless in the first place because it's already too late. However, with the combined power of myself and that person, not always lost. What did you say? I'm the history-eating half-beast. As long as I'm here, you can always start over from scratch. As long as you don't want to give up, I'll be happy to give you a hand no matter how many times. You're trusting and totally depending on me. I don't want to give up. I won't let it end here like this. As expected, no matter how many times this happens, you always make the same choice. You're right. It's too early to give up. The road to reincarnation may be difficult, but you must be determined and be ready for the challenges ahead. This token may be of help for you in the future. Take good care of it. Reincarnation Bridge. This is... my head. May luck ever be in your favor. You're Gensokyo's only hope. We have faith in you. And welcome to, once again, the intro of Mystia's Izakaya. No! Don't! What a weird dream. It was just a dream, right? That felt a bit too real. There's someone else there. Nope. I can't remember what they looked like. What was it about again? Why am I holding a ginkgo leaf? Did it fly in here while I was asleep? I have a feeling it's something important. But why? Whatever. I give up. No point trying to remember details in a forgotten dream. I am a bird brain after all. Hey Calvin, 5 orders of sopapilla. We're not doing Trit Serve Delicious again, Chief. That arc is over at least until Remustard comes out. Oh, I slept well. It'd be great if my Izakaya was as bitch as the one in my dream. But I vaguely remember it being destroyed by someone in the end. I need to stop. It's time to start preparing for tonight's Izakaya. My name is Mystia. I'm one of the weakest yokai that you can encounter in this mysterious world of Gensokyo. I love singing and growing lampreys, and I also open an Izakaya in my spare time. What? Forget about singing. It's super weird to call growing lampreys a hobby? What? Do I have to grow birds instead? That would be really weird. Lampreys were a delicacy in the past. It's definitely more delicious. Not to mention that it also prevents night blindness. An ingredient that tastes straight and also has health benefits. What more could you ask for? Whew. I feel full of energy today. Let's go out. Is something going on outside? Giving me those puppy eyes after owing me so much money? I have no mercy for you. It's not that I don't want to pay. It's just that your interest rate is way too high. Please, I beg of you. Give me one more week. I'll do whatever I can to get the money. Do I look like I care? You know it. I know it. Today's the date, the deadline, the finale. If you can't pay, then you shouldn't blame me for... It's nothing personal, kiddo. How could this happen? Isn't that Kyoko? Stop it right there. No fighting. Misty. Kyoko, are you alright? She owes my family money, and she's already past due. You mind your own business. Kyoko is my friend. Her business is my business. Misty. Alright then. If you insist, then why don't you pay the debt for her? No problem. Just tell me how much. I'll pay. No, Misty. I don't want to drag you into this. I'm ready for the consequences. Misty, this is none of your business. Don't underestimate her. And don't be a fool and get yourself involved with her like I did. Yeah, Chen's got a wooden bat with nails in it. That is absolutely delinquent behavior right there. It's fine. How much money could you possibly owe? Well, at least I have a business, plus some savings too. Leave it to me. Name your price. How much does she owe you? I like you already. How straightforward. It's not much. 3,000 yen in total, including interest. That much? It wasn't that much at first, but the interest started stacking on top of itself and... Damn it. What? Didn't you say you'd pay? I'm just a little short? So it's just a big lie. Misty, it's alright. See how determined you were trying to help me before I lose my kneecaps. I have no regret in my life! I went into debt because I was too naive then. I'm ready to face the consequences of my own stupidity. How are you going to bear it? Could you just give us a little extension? No! I told you I want the money and I want it today! Then how about this? Can I borrow money from you to pay for Kyoto's debts? Misty, you can't do this! You're trying to borrow debt to pay debt! Not only would it make you indebted, the snowball will keep growing bigger and bigger! So there's no way out! There's no way out right now. Don't worry. I run a business and I won't go down without a fight. We can't care about all that right now. So how about my proposal? She wouldn't be able to pay the debt no matter how you force her. My offer should be more tempting for you. According to plan. What did you just say? Never mind. Sure, I'll take your proposal. Then sign this loan agreement. Kyoto Hasanani's debts will be erased, and you will be the new debtor. Mystia Lorelei, borrower, now owes 3,000 to Yakima Family Bank. The lender, due next month. If borrower defaults, the lender can break borrower's kneecaps. Why do you have a second no-loan agreement ready beforehand? You shouldn't worry about the details. Just sign it now. But... What? You're not going back on your word, are you? No, it's... I'm illiterate. Handprint would also work. Okay. Sorry, I got you into trouble. Don't say that. That's what friends do. You do the same for me. I can't let you do this all by yourself. Let me help. Of course. Don't you dare try to run away. Yes, ma'am. Alright, let's get on with it. I don't know why, but I feel kinda dizzy. I've completely forgotten my routine. Anyway, my Izakaya doesn't open up until 6 PM at night. I'll be able to get some preparations done during the day. Let me first get my mind straight. I should still have some leftover ingredients. Let's check what's left. Is this, that, these, and those. Trout, pork, lampreys. It's enough for some simple dishes, but wouldn't it be nice to have as many ingredients as possible? These places are kind of suspicious, aren't they? You can go find some decent stuff if you investigate them. If merely collecting ingredients is enough, you can also buy some from the merchant during the day. However, it seems like the merchant is restocking. Maybe it'll be a few days before he comes back. At least for now, I have to collect ingredients all by myself. And I can check my ingredient inventory from here. Everything will be stored in here, and I can check my stock any time of the day. Here you can switch to different categories: ingredients, dishes, beverages, kitchenware, and other objects. And here you can view all the contents under each category. And then this is where you'd see the detailed descriptions. Because you can check on these at any time, there's no need to memorize them all. Just open the tab for when you need to. Now, I have to mention my notebook, where I contain all my Izakaya's trade secrets. You can view them from here. First, these are my stats. My portrait is pretty cute, isn't it? Money, it's the most important thing. Without enough of it, horrible things might happen if I don't have enough to pay for my debt. My level, which increases the more I work. Now, the higher my level, the more perks I'll gain. I really can feel my progress every step along the way. This page here has all the recipes that I've learned. Check it out from here. If you forget how to make a certain dish, feel free to flip through it at any time. And here's the task list. It would be terrible if I promised someone to do something by a certain date, but didn't complete it on time. So you must always check this often. I repeated it 3 times because it's important. As for these, since there's not much here, I'll explain it later. This notebook holds all my trade secrets. While they may seem insignificant, jotting them down is one of my favorite hobbies. I have this feeling, if one day I can fill this entire notebook, I would definitely be considered a very competent chef and business owner by then. I look forward to that day. Of course, time is also important. Night Sparrow Izakaya only serves guests during the night. Until then, I'm free to hang around, collect ingredients, and do what I want before 1800, 6 p.m. Most actions, including collecting ingredients, will take 30 minutes. Good time management is extremely important. After all, I've got to go set up the Izakaya immediately when it's time. However, if there's nothing to do, it's also no problem to simply idle and pass time till evening. I'll work and no play makes Mystia a dull bird. Holding down the sprint button when moving can increase movement speed. As my levels go up, I'll also be able to run faster. Are you asking me why I can't fly to the destination? I'll be able to do that in the future, but it might be different from the little kind of flying that you're expecting. Look forward to it. And so, my little story, my big adventure, starts right now in your hands. So Kyoko can immediately tell us everything we need to do, and you can also chat with her. Exactly, we need to make money. We need to collect everything we can right now, and we'll just do everything. To save, we get a save after every day, so that's how we'll treat these episodes by YouTube. I'll save after every day cycle, basically, or so. But there is an autosave one day in mind, but Kyoko is telling us, yeah, exactly so. We'll get a chance to save every day. Save every day, don't save in just one slot by itself, of course, and back up everything since it's cloud saves. She's just telling us how to debug in case there's a problem. Tips and tricks? It's just telling us about DLC and everything like that. But I'll just go over this. You can favorite dishes that way. You'll always have them showing up in your menu, but we'll get on to that later because that's really better. We have presets we can talk about later on, and then there's DLC stuff. That'll let us get to DLC later, but for now, let's start off. So we have the Yokai Trail to go around and collect ingredients from. If there's anything sparkly, we can go up, interact, and you can see Seaweed and Lamprey, 4 and 2, but that's 30 minutes. Otherwise then, we are going around, collecting whatever ingredients tickles our fancy. That way we can prepare for the Izakaya, because exactly so, this is where we're setting up shop. To reach the Hakure Shrine, one must pass the Yokai Trail. The trail doesn't guarantee safety for humans, so most potential visitors give up. When I see your Izakaya's red lanterns in the distance, I really can't control myself from walking there. Thank you. Now, the fun fact with it is that, yeah, Mystia has a Izakaya, and the big thing about it is, okay, hold on. There are thousands of different dishes in Tokyo. After tasting these delicacies, who in their right mind still wants to eat human flesh? Indeed, it's rare to see a man eating yokai in Tokyo nowadays. But Mystia has the power to cause night blindness with her singing, funny enough. So, she can make people go blind, and Lampreys famously help with blindness. So, it's kind of a very frugal business strategy on that end to do so, funny enough, for her to exactly so be serving the exact food that helps deal with her abilities, so she can absolutely grieve people if she wanted. That's fun lore, and at the very least, Misty here in this interpretation isn't that vicious. I thought that was everything from Kyoko, unless she's just telling us we can do whatever else. This is going through a jukebox tutorial. I don't need to go through this, but it's just basically, this is our music player that if we want at any time. For now, I'm just gonna keep going on collecting ingredients. You also have Misty's house to go into if you want to as well. The Sparrow Hut. Where that way we can check what we have to make. Check our ingredient list and everything like that or so. Even just rest for the day. I also have the basement, which I can go on to later, but the main thing is that we have our different, what's his face? Different little outfits, and also a few things, like collectibles and even artwork from everybody who's done art for Mystia's Izakaya and everything like that or so, which is the cutest thing. But that's for later. For now, we got 2 more hours of collecting, so let's go ahead and keep collecting from the water then. As you can see, spots are refreshing for collection after a bit. And then once it hits 1800, it's about time. I should get ready to open the Izakaya. Here's the interface for tonight's Izakaya. Here I can choose where to open my Izakaya. Fortunately, I only know the way around the Yokai Trail, so for now, this is the only available place. I'm sure that one day I'll branch out all over Tokyo. This is a short summary about what I know about the region. Right now, I only have a small cart. It only has 3 countertops and can accommodate 3 tables. It really isn't much, but I believe things will get better in the future. These are the notes I've made regarding what kind of guests will come here. Knowing who will come and dine can help me decide what meals to serve at this location. This is where I select my helpers for the night. For now, Kyoto will help me serve drinks. Once a guest places an order, Kyoto will bring the drink from the beverage vat to the guest. This is how we run the place as a duo. After double checking everything, I just need to hold down this button to set up the Izakaya at this location. Also, yeah, what's his face? The map has absolutely changed since the last time I played a year and a half ago. There's so many more locations, and it is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. With a minimal yet practical arrangement of furniture and a few eye-catching red lanterns in the dark crates, creates a watching space where travelers in the night can put their worries away. A place where guests in the company of others and at ease. It's 3 stations and 3 tables, exactly so. So, with no further ado, let us get to open up shop. So, every time we open up the Izakaya, we get a choice of 4 menu staples at the moment, as you can see right here. And then, we'll also have to go on and... it's his face. We'll have to go on and then select our drinks. For now, it is just exactly so, these 3 foods. Trying to confirm. Please? How do I get to the drinks again? Oh, Q and E. There you go. So, seafood miso soup takes a pot, or in requires a grill, and this tofu requires a cutting board. So I have 4 entrees at the beginning right now, 2 drinks, and 3 prep stations. So exactly so I can prepare out of 5 different things, including the frying pan and the steamer. But since I only have the 3 foods, that's all I can make. And you see, I have my green tea, and also we got the Sparrow Sake, which I was able to get from collecting around. So, when we prepare the menu, we then get to open the Izakaya. Now begins my night shift. Although it's just a small cart right now, one day it will become a big Izakaya. Here are the countertops. I can follow all the recipes using this kitchenware. Please note that different recipes may require different kitchenware. This right here in the corner is the beverage vat. I can retrieve drinks from here. If I take the wrong one, I can put it away at any time. Here's the food storage container. I can place dishes that are already completed in here and serve them later. But we don't serve leftovers. If anything isn't served the night it's cooked, it gets discarded as trash. So make sure not to cook too much. These are dining tables and chairs so that guests can sit down and eat. Wait, why am I even explaining this? Guests will arrive soon and sit at any vacant table. They're also very polite and will line up if there are no vacant seats. However, once they sit down at a table and place their order, their patience will start to go down. If the guest order wasn't served before their patience wears out, they'll leave angrily, I think. I better make sure that doesn't happen. This is the ambience of the Izakaya tonight, the little chord right there. If I can keep providing satisfactory service, the ambience will improve, which will bring in more guests, and guests will also place more orders. This is the key to making more money. Here is my partner status. After a guest orders something, my partner will act accordingly. Currently, Kyoko will help pass out the drinks. You can see her word status right there. She'll be resting when she doesn't need to do anything. More jobs and partners should become available in the future. Finally, if you're tired, you can hold down the button to circle to close the Izakaya earlier. And that's all I have to say. It was a bit long, but I hope you can have fun. So, let us start with the first day of Mystia's Izakaya. Welcome, welcome! Please dine at Mystia's Izakaya. So for now, we have a whole bunch of ingredients, and the cool thing with Mystia's Izakaya is if you select a recipe, it'll give you what you need out of it. So it takes 1 seaweed for seaweed miso soup. I'll make that. But if I just choose the ingredient by itself, I can put it on there. And same goes for anything in the future. If I put the correct ingredients on, I can exactly so make the items. You can see a gold lamprey. If I know the recipe, I can just go ahead and make it. So, let's go ahead and make these. And the big thing to recognize for the future is that some of them will take multiple ingredients, as you're seeing right there. So while the lamprey and the tofu, and the miso soup, wait, did I just toss this and put it in the cabinet? Alright, thank goodness. While the lamprey and the miso soup only took 1 ingredient, this tofu takes 2. Do you want some tofu? So I will go ahead and give it to you. And like so, exactly, I just have to worry about preparing the food because Kyoko will be getting the drinks for us here. Now, we also have other two more things. We have the drink rack, we have this holding cabinet to put extra food in case people don't need it yet. And then we also have this, what's this face here? This waste bin in case we accidentally made something bad. For now, one customer just wants more tofu. You see, it is a pretty slow night. Please dine at Mystia's Izakaya, thank you. We'll make more tofu, and you can also see, if we need to, we can chit somebody out if it comes to we need them to get out of here. But now, you just want some miso soup, and be done. And then I didn't get to give you your tofu yet. I'm sorry. You've had 3 things of tofu, my friend. But it's just gonna be a nice, simple night to begin with. You can exactly so see, we are starting off pretty slow, but it's the first day, and it's just teaching us the systems, because when we get into the weeds, there's so much multitasking to take care of, and getting to learn how to properly take care of multiple customers and specialty customers and guests too. But for now, we are just waiting. Ooh, gold lamprey. Wow, exactly so, sir. You may have it to begin with there. Until then, exactly so, we're just kind of here and waiting. But getting back to it, yeah, I feel like Misty had always gotten, a good amount of love and also been recognized for Izakaya before then. Both, there's, what's his face? As a kind of a cornerstone of some lore and everything like that or so. Not to mention how her partnership with Kyoko from, their rock band, for instance, is a good and old-fashioned meme from how things have gone as well in Toho base. I just Toho base lore or so. But I feel like Mystia's Izakaya itself very much so has cemented its status as one of the best Toho fan games of all time. Probably put it up there alongside, Luna Knights, for instance. Just because of, how just how well it is both of them have financially done, how well they've popularized the characters. Not that Izakaya really needed it, but like Mystia definitely deserves the boost, and just like how unique that they are. Because we have so many different total fan games. I'm not disparaging on any of them, but like Mystia's Izakaya has been lauded as both a really just, you know, cool game inside. Even if like the core gameplay loop can get tired at times, I've seen some DLC footage to where exactly to how exactly it continues to try to revamp itself on its own formula. And alongside that, the characterizations of everybody, I've also seen rave reviews and how it has done some of the best personification of the characters themselves in Toho, which is a very, very lovely love letter to the franchise itself, considering how many people are featured, how many characters are featured in this game alone. Nice. Almost up to 2,000. That's like 2,000. We're at 200 yen, almost there to 300. What do you want to order, my friend? Lampreys, we can do that. At least for now, while it's just our small little cart, there isn't much to go on about to begin with here. The slower pace might put me to sleep at least for now, but I know when we get on to the nitty-gritty later on, I will be head over heels when it comes to really taking care and trying to juggle all the customer orders. I will say, this might be a shorter stream though, just because how my dental stuff and everything else today has really kept me a lot more than I really wished, and it has drained me. But I did want to officially start Mystia's Izakaya, you know, as soon as I can, since I did announce it for September, and I want to be able to showcase this wonderful fan game to everybody. And so for now, you can see what we served, what we might have had to like get rid of, or like what we got in between, and a nice summary screen. Overall, we had a nice 8 guests served today, and a net profit of 200. Now we have a lot of saves here, I'm not going to lie. That's from April 12th. Well, I have a lot of these here, but let's just save on some old ones then in this case here. Besides, I need to just get some saves going for my new one. Toho Tuesday. Hi, D3. Kind of in a way. Just saying, I am kind of streaming out, but if you do want to play Deadlock in a bit, just ping me on.